Guess who's back with a brand new edition? That's right, folks. It is me, the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, we're going to take a look at a beer from Tumbledown Brewing. This is their Bull Horse Black. It's a double black IPA. Oh, you know, I like IPAs. I like double IPAs, and nice black IPAs are really good. So this could be interesting. Now, Tumbledown's actually a really decent little brewery. We kind of stumbled across them in a quick search, trying to find places close to us, and turns out other than Skowhegan, where we live, not Skowhegan where we live, but anyway, where we live, other than Skowhegan, the next closest place is Tumbledown in Farmington, Maine. And it's a decent little place located in a little strip mall in Farmington. And they've got a tap room. I don't know if they do brewery tours or anything like that, but they had 8 different beers on tap, and their samples are $1 a piece. It's a nice 4-ounce sample. So for $8, you can try 8 new beers, everything they've got on tap. And you know, $8, 4 ounces per sample. That's what, 32 ounces of beer. That's actually not a half bad deal for a decent craft brew. They've got some really solid offerings. I didn't have any big standouts. There were 1 or 2 that really impressed me, but for the most part, they were all really decent, above average craft brews. So check them out if you're in Maine. They're also on the Maine Beer Trail, so make sure to get your Maine Beer Trail passport signed or stamped there. But anyway, one of the ones that they did not have on tap, but they offered in a bottle, was this Bull Horse Black. So we're going to check this out. This is one of our highly sought after limited release beers. Bull Horse Black comes at you from all directions with a malty goodness for your taste buds, huge hop character for your nose, and a dark as midnight color to feast your eyes on. You won't be able to have just one. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Honestly, their beers were really good. I imagine I'll really enjoy it because I could have sat there and drank them all day long. So, 7.5% ABV and 77 IBUs. It's going to be a nice bitter hoppy beer. Sounds like they've got a little something about every sense on the label. They don't go into too many specifics about what to expect in terms of taste and aroma. I'll tell you what though, it's got a nice creamy head on it. It's not the best at pouring. I'm still trying to work on that. I didn't really give it a good kick at the end, but it does have a nice creamy head. It's very, very dark. I mean, it's almost like a heavy porter, or even in stout territory with the color of that beer. And I like a good dark beer. There is a little bit of brown coming through on the edges where the glass is really thinner, or where the light's able to penetrate more. But that is dark. I'm loving that. It in looks, it reminds me of Devil's Thumbprint, which is another black double IPA from another Maine brewery, Booth Bay craft brewery. But just in looks alone, I'm loving the look of it. It's not really slapping me in the face with the hoppiness. I'm getting some distinct citrus and pine notes. Those seem to be the 2 that I pick up on personally the most in any beer. But distinct citrus and pine notes. Other than that, it's a pretty subtle and subtle hop aroma. I think I am getting maybe just a hint of earthy notes. I thought I was getting something else there, but it seems to be earthy hop notes. Down the hatch. It's got a nice roasty malt character. Good medium mouthfeel. So it's not quite as heavy in mouthfeel as a stout, even though it looks like one. I'm really digging that. Yeah, really nice roasty malt backbone that actually fades to a slightly peppery. There's a bit of a peppery tinge on the back of the tongue. And when I say peppery, I mean like black pepper, not like a spicy pepper. It's got like this peppery tinge to it. And that's leading into a very earthy hop aftertaste that gives way to pine with maybe a hint of floral there. So it is a very deep, very complex beer. And easy to drink. Very easy to drink. So it's we've got a lot of rich flavors there. It's complex, very interesting. I gotta hit this one with a 4.5 out of 5. Just because of the deep complexity and the different flavors that it's bringing together. It's not really making me go wow, but it is more. There's more to it than I really expected right off the bat. So that's a great beer. Another really solid offering from a really solid brewery. Make sure to check them out if you're in Farmington, especially if you're trying to do the Maine Beer Trail. Get that passport filled out. And again, it's a great value if you're near there. Very, very value conscious. Even a full size pour, I think, was only $4 if I remember right, for a 16. Don't quote me on that, but the 4 ounce samples were $1 a piece, and hell, at that price, just drink those and hit the whole gamut, run the whole gamut all day long, over and over again. It might overwhelm your palate eventually, but at least you're getting some variety. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Hit me up down in the comments and the email link down below. Let me know what you think about this beer. If you've had a chance to try it yourself, while you're down there, make sure to click on the like and share buttons. Always appreciate the likes and the shares on the videos. It helps get the word out. It makes YouTube pay more attention to me, so it'll show it and suggest it and recommend it to more people. The more people who see it, the more popular I get, and I'm doing this all for the attention, so that popularity is key for me. Along those lines, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe to my channel, you get notifications every time I post a new video. Most of the time it's these beer reviews. Sometimes I do liquor or wine. Other times it's just random jackassery or even stuff going boom. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in to this video. Cheers. Definitely want to take another sip before I set that down. Now, a little while back, we did a bit of a comparison with the Not Your Father's Hard Root Beer review.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for the beer, man. So, highly recommended by you. The Extreme Beer Fest this weekend. We'll be able to get a hold of, I believe it's the American